Well, all right, guys. I had lost the other signal. Well, hi. Sorry about that. I had lost the other signal. So what I'm going to try to do is we're going to see how long this lasts. And if I start seeing a weak signal again, I'm going to get the hell out of here. Sorry about this. It's one of the challenges that we have here at the boat show. There's a lot of signal jamming, like I told you in the first part of the stream. So I'm amazed that it even went this far. But we're going to just power through it. We're going to continue on. We're going to hang out here for a little while. Hopefully it won't be too bad. Maybe we'll get something to drink. I'm going to check it out here. How much for a beer? How much for a beer?
$13.99 plus tax.
$13.99 for a beer. What kind of beer do you have?
We have Bud Light, Big Ultra, Corona Big Wave, and Stella.
Oh, you have Stella in bottle?
In can.
Oh, in can.
Yes.
Okay, all right. All right, so let me think about it. Let me see. It's all a question of whether I want to stay here or not. That's the question we have here. So we'll hang out here for a little bit. Let me see if I can set up the selfie stick too. We'll give it a shot.
Good weekend. Oh my God, we're done.
I'm just getting set up on the selfie stick right now. I had to start a new stream, guys. Sorry about that. All right, thank you for rejoining. It's not the first time, it won't be the last. We're just hanging out here. How's the signal now? A little bit better. As the chat starts to come through, maybe just make a comment. Tell me that it's a little bit better for the signal. Should be better, but I know it's a little choppy still. Should be a little better. Got my Jamaica hat on. I was already starting to burn up, actually. Make sure everything is good here. How's that? Is that better? You guys see me all right? I don't know. It's a lot of challenges. think we just barely got it. We got one strong. Is that me? Okay, well, I got you guys right here. I'm going to check the battery right now. I'm finally set up here. I'm at the Gosling's tent. Great, and I am setting up. It's just atrocious signal. That's the problem. Really bad signal today. I knew this would happen. So you're going to have to come and see it live if you want to see more, guys. I tried. Let's see what we can do. What a mess. What a mess, guys. It's all right. No harm, no foul. All right, let's make our way out of here. We'll get down to Clematis Street. So hot out, getting burned left and right. I know it. I can already feel it. But that's okay. We're not going to melt. As soon as I got back on land here, immediately the signal is better. How about that? $15 for a beer, guys. That means 25 for a cocktail, which I can get for $5. Right across the street. So we're going to make our way out.
I know, I took off work today because we're looking for boats.
Take me to the nearest exit. And we'll go to happy hour somewhere. Is this an exit here? Can I leave? All right. Exit. Thank you. All right. All right, take it easy. Okay, well, that was a disaster. Let's see what else we can come up with. All right, guys? I'm right here on Invernia Mattis Street. All good. All in a day's challenges. We keep going. That's how it works. Nothing lets us down. And I know everybody's kind of gone already to the other stream. Best guess probably met at an ice cream stop or something like that, an ice cream shop. But we're here downtown and we're facing with the downtown challenges. Signal seems a lot better now. So this is going to end up being a two-parter stream. We're not quite done yet. we're just at the beginning of the learning curve. Anyone's been sticking around with me, thank you so much. It's very reassuring. Making my way to Clematis Street now. Gonna take the turn, gonna hit probably Batch. There's a few interesting things I did today, right? I played a few songs for you guys directly as a self-dono. And then I also was able to black out the video screen, which is the first time I was trying that out. You can also mute it as well. You can also mute the volume too. So there's some interesting features that you can use where sometimes there's undesirable things coming in. You want to shut that down, or you want to keep privacy to a minimum at least. You can do those things when you stream. You want to place it down, you want to use the restroom, you want to do all those things, you can actually pause the stream while it's still live, which is very, very cool. Let's see if they still have happy hour. Some of these places are not having happy hour today. All right. Hey, how you doing? Are you guys having happy hour right now, or did you cancel it for today?
Oh, look at that. It's just made it. It's 4 to 7.
It's 4 to 7. So today you have it then. Yeah, I know, but during the boat show, some places they turn it off. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Do you still have it today? I'm just wondering. Okay, you can double check for me. Sure, thanks. I'll sit right here. Hi, can I have a seat here? All right, great. Do you have happy hour today? Oh, you do? Great. Okay, I'll sit here.
You can enjoy a table, my friend?
Yeah, I'm going to enjoy your table. Yeah, the lady said she'll take care of me, sure. All right.
Regular menu, specials menu, and
Yeah.
then here's the happy hour menu.
Oh, I already know what I want. A toasted pecan whiskey. So yeah, thank you. Okay. All right. So we have a better. So we had to get out of that boat show because there was just terrible, terrible signal. So I'll apologize one more time for that disaster. But it's not the first time. It won't be the last. Now, when you do the replay, there's going to be it's going to be a lot more seamless because they're going to take away all the parts that didn't go through very well, the technology. So it'll be a better stream. But for right now, I know that you had to suffer through it with me. We'll save the boat show for another day. Put this behind us. Chalk it up to a disaster day for boat show. All right, I'll remember that one. Hi, how you doing? I'm gonna get the toasted pecan. What is it? Where is it here?
Okay, you gonna have anything to eat tonight?
You know what? I haven't thought of it yet because I had a late lunch, but I might end up getting one of the egg roll things that you have, but not yet. So let's start with that toasted thing. Yeah, thank you. Toasted whiskey sour. Yeah.
Are those guys new or
All right, guys. So we're gonna try to relax now. We'll see if we can salvage the day. Who's joining me right now? I'm curious. The one person that's free to join in. Feel free to join in. Sorry. The boat show looked great. It really looked great. A lot of parties going on. And hopefully the sound is still good. You can hear me. These are the challenges you just have to go through. That's all. But I won't sacrifice going to different places for the convenience of just having the same old places to go to. So I won't make that sacrifice. So I'm going to continue to try to challenge myself and the places that I go, try to find the best places to go to, and try to have a good signal when I get there. But everybody's facing the same exact challenges. And I told you that about the boat show. So many signals crossing all over the place, and it becomes crazy. So today's a little bit of a quieter day, but tomorrow's going to be freezing, so no one's going to want to go to that. And I know a lot of you have left to get your kicks on another stream, but that's okay. That's perfectly fine. You need your entertainment. You got to get your fix. So, it's so frustrating when you're watching it. It starts to buffer. You can hear the person, but they don't know that it's that it says, hey, you have a weak signal. But which direction do you go to get a better signal? Nobody knows. It's a guesswork. So I did my best at the boat show. We got to the barge too. Even there, it started to lose a signal. So here at least, it's solid. It's a solid signal here. So you can hear me, you can see me, and we can chat away for a little while. But we went through a lot. Anybody know what the scores are today? Was there an upset today? I know Louisville was an upset. For me, at least. My bracket's done. At least in that corner of the quadrant. It's gone already. Already busted. It was a bracket buster. I am at one of the favorite places now. It's called Batch. Who knows? If people are watching this right now, they can crash the stream. That'll be fun. So you got deviled eggs, fried green tomatoes, HM, bacon tots, Southern style hummus, and smoked barbecue egg rolls. Now I had the egg rolls before, so maybe I'll do the tots. We'll check out what that is. But let's get some water and let's get a whiskey sour in me. Good thing I got those gin and tonics in me. Yeah, I knew it would be a challenge. So it's a good thing we got out of there. So what did we see? We saw anything from little tiny dinghies, inflatable rafts, probably less than a couple grand, to mega yachts over 150 feet long. I didn't see anyone that was like 300 feet long, but I saw 150 feet, and they are beautiful. They're rolling mansions, is what they are. I mean, floating mansions. Some of these people don't even live anywhere. They just live on the yacht. Live anywhere they want in the world. Tomorrow should be fun. Oh, thank you so much. Great. So if I had another phone to call people with, I'd probably call Quig to see what's going on at the art show. Maybe we could have made our way over there. But for today, I think we're just going to keep it close to home. We're going to do the boat show. Maybe I'll have some editing to do, make it a little bit crisper, clearer, if I can. And we'll just put it away in the books. Wow, that's good. Curious, who's that one person with me? Do I know you? It's like the one person that's holding on for dear life, like me. Yeah, so if there's no real interest, I know what to do. We'll shut the stream off. If there's no communication or any kind of feedback back and forth, because that's what I enjoy the most, and we can continue at another time. Um, there are a couple of events going on. I'm gonna have to think about that too, because I'm thinking about Jupiter as well. Jupiter has Square Grouper, and it also has Guanabana. And these are a couple of the places that I want to go to as well. I'm going to do speed tests there. Now, I did a speed test here. I did it outside of the boat show. But once you go into the boat show, you go down those docks, it becomes primitive. It's impossible to get a good signal unless you have the boat signal. And that's what's causing the problems, is those signals going all over the place. Like I said, even the cable channels are getting messed up here. And then as soon as the ships leave, right, all the signals come back to normal. It's the weirdest thing. So Trump just signed an executive order dismantling the Department of Education. So what does that mean? Like I said, a lot going on, guys. We're on the doorstep of a world war. We have other countries joining in on the Ukrainian war. We got a conflict still in Israel. We have a conflict with China. We have tariff wars going on. We have political problems with the Tesla Corporation and Elon Musk specifically. The tariffs is a big one. We have an economy where we may enter into a stagflationary period. The list goes on and on and on. JFK files, that was a big one. But they were already released in the past. There's just a lot more. But it's going to take a while to sift through all of that stuff. And you got March Madness. All right, guys, so we're going to bring it to a little bit after a half an hour on this one. Combined with the other stream, we're going to be looking at about, I want to say, 2.5 hours or so. Which is decent, but there's a lot of choppiness, a lot of frustration. I get it. But there isn't one streamer out there who hasn't experienced this. It's always a question of how far are you willing to go to make the stream perfect. So you have to keep on investigating the best places, the best ways, the best signals, the best carriers, all that stuff. So this is the point at which I am now, making the decision to find the best or going to the best places or figuring out where there is a good signal and streaming from there. But moving around is a very difficult thing to do. Cheers to everybody who's joining. Sorry about the old stream. The old stream died off. This is the new one. Hey, Bill and Egg, you are back. Thank you. We had a few issues, right, at the boat show. Thank you so much for joining in again. And you didn't tell me a lot about that little accident. I hope you're okay. We had a lot of internet issues. And that was something, I don't know when you came on the first part of the stream, but that was something that I knew we would run into because of the jamming. You have me on your phone and Elisa on TV. That's funny. You know what? I'm getting a lot of free advertising on that show. I'm going to probably check into it later on today and watch some of the recorded it. Oh, yeah. Like you guys are making videos and they're recorded and you can edit them. Think about what we're doing here. We're completely in the Wild West, right? So, you know, now that I have a strong signal and I can tell and I can communicate with you guys, it gives me a lot of energy again, you know? Because it gets lonely sometimes. It gets lonely. And there's a lot that I wanted to discuss too, and I did. I got that all out of the way. It is very unpredictable, but I knew about the boat show. I knew there'd be signal jamming. As soon as they leave town, the signals somehow magically open up again. You guys excited about the tan, man? There as well, yeah. Yeah, it should be funny in the beginning. And I really do. I hope he doesn't have any issues. I hope the stream goes smoothly. I hope nobody accidentally knocks over the camera with a beer bottle or something, you know? I hope it doesn't get too crazy. But we're gonna get to see what he wants to do in terms of a stream, you know, what his creative direction is in terms of a stream. And let's see how it goes. I wish him a lot of luck, and I wish him well. I wish him well. He's already has a lot of videos that he's already done, so it's not like he's a stranger to the camera. You can easily talk in front of the camera. But it's a little bit different dynamic when you're doing it as a live stream. Yes, I'm good. Absolutely a gorgeous day out today. You said it was windy where you are, Aggie, but here it's absolutely gorgeous. I probably would have been more pissed if I hadn't had those Tanqueray and tonics in me. Oh, there's always enough to go around. Guys, don't let anybody, like, compartmentalize you or keep you guessing. Do you know this is a technology that's in its infancy right now? It's beautiful there now, too. This is a technology where we're at the beginning. There were the groundbreakers that existed. Those people had the biggest challenges of all. They pretty much almost did it out of necessity, right? They did it out of necessity. They're like, let's live stream this stuff. Let's see how this goes. They didn't have many programs that were associated with it. Now there's, you know, you name it, any kind of program you want there, any kind of customization that you want. So it's still in its infancy, but now you have a lot more tools available to you where anyone can do it a lot simpler. And you can do it with one device, like I've proven over and over. The future, yes, it is the future because everybody, I think, is going to be live streaming their whole life at all times. And I think that glasses are going to be a big deal, just like the Terminator in the future, where you're going to be able to cut into someone else's live stream. So let's say they're walking down the street, something interesting happens. You're going to be able to cut into their live stream and chat with them and then bounce out and go to someone else's chat and see what they see at all times. At all times. And then maybe even work with all of the remote cameras that exist in the cities where you can zoom in on people walking down the street too. So everyone's going to be kept honest through this technology. You won't need any lawyers in the future. Everything's going to be well documented. Just like you have body cams on police officers, it's going to be an extension of that, but to everybody. It's you won't even need a chip. You don't need to chip anyone up because everyone's going to be live streaming their life. Now, you're going to have to be careful about some of the private moments, right? But other than that, in public, I think everything will be documented in the future. It's kind of Big Brother-ish, yes, but I think there's a way to keep a happy medium. Exactly like in the movies, right? Yeah, it's very Orwellian in an aspect, but Orwellian means that you're restricted. I think this frees up people to be who they want to be and be open up to a lot of other people that may like who they are. You know, so you can make a lot more friends because you're exposing yourself to everybody. So you're going to make some enemies, but you're probably going to make more friends than enemies. And that's the way that I see it. But right now, with the challenges that exist, we are still in its infancy. I sound like an Iron Man commercial where Iron Man's father was saying that he was restricted by the technology of the time. This is almost the same thing. We're restricted by the technology that we have. We have to walk around with selfie sticks. I see that it's a little bit of a burden right now, but I'm as light as I possibly can be. So I'm thinking about it all the time. How can I be lighter? How can it be easier? How can it be smoother? The bottom line is you got to have this right here. You got to be able to You got to be able to babble all the time. And the microphone, you got to be clear when you're talking, and at least have something important to say, something smart to say. I like to talk about things that maybe people can learn from. Other streams, it just seem it's the same thing every old day, every old day. The people change sometimes the circumstances change, but I like to be in it and talk about the present. Talk about the present when I'm in it. Yeah, you can't take away anything from Elisa. She's developed this niche, which is absolutely wonderful. And I think it was yesterday, it was John Mellencamp who said, I'm addicted to this crazy show and I don't know why. And the reason is because that is a part of his day that he just can't do without. Just like people who are addicted to working out or people who are addicted to gambling or drugs or alcohol or all these things. It's a part of their day and it's a fix. And it's like eating that ice cream bowl at the end of the day, right? All good. All good. As long as it stays harmless, guys. Because people are impressionable, like I've said in other streams. And by now, you already know I'm willing to talk about anything. Wonderful weather, plenty to do, lots of cool stuff. You can't do every single thing streaming, but I think in the future you may be able to. You really might be able to. Think about it. You'll be talking with people you know 24/7, live streaming, even at work, 24/7. Zoom calls will be integrated into it. People will be popping in and out of your view screen. Whatever your field of view is, people will be popping in and out. Have you ever seen that movie with Bruce Willis? It's called Surrogate, I believe. where people are living in their homes and there is a surrogate of them walking around, a beautiful version of them. It, I don't think it'll ever be like that, but people will be walking around and their main focus will be what's going on through here. You love people? Even now that I'm talking to the camera, people are still amazed at like, how is he able to just talk to the camera and then just keep going like that? We'll get one more whiskey sour because they're only $7, guys. So it's so worth it. What are some of the cool places that are near you? Yesterday, I got my fix of people watching me. Wow. People talking about me in TTSs. Never before have I had my name mentioned so many times. I said it on the first stream today. I was really like flattered. I was flattered that I was mentioned every 5 minutes. Does that mean everybody misses me over there? What the hell's going on? But Bill and Aggie, if you're there, you guys should definitely send me an email, get in touch with me, and maybe we can do something creative. Who knows, right? Who knows what's down the pike? But first, be safe. Stay safe. So Boat Show disappointed me. Thank God I didn't pay for that ticket. Wow. What an absolute bust, guys. And like really poor salesman. Space Coast, St. Augustine. Alligator Farm. Really? Alligator Farm. Is Alligator Farm the name of a bar or is it an actual alligator farm? You're planning on it? We need to exchange phone number. Yeah. Email me. That's a great way of communicating with me now. I'm sorry that it's been difficult to get in touch with me, you know, privacy and all that, but I'll give you my number and we can communicate, we can talk, and you guys can tell me a lot about your creative ideas that you have. We've streamed before, so I feel very comfortable with you guys anyway. And you're still doing a great job. I don't even know if Tan Man has watched your videos. Has he watched your videos? And I think about it sometimes, you know. It's really amazing what I've been able to do. I'm pushing 50 videos now in 1 month. And to me, I never thought that I'd be able to do so many and still be able to be sane. And I think that I can pull it off. I think that I can pull it off. He subscribed. That's good. That's good. That means he has a good sense of humor. He has a healthy sense of humor, guys. That he easily can't be like rattled by things that are out there. I can't get easily rattled. But sometimes I do have to teach people a lesson. Yeah, so I wasted no time. Because, guys. Thank you. Thank you so much. A promise is a promise. So I promised you something. I wanted to deliver it to you. Every time I made a promise to you, I delivered it, including today. Not all of them are going to be winners, guys. They're not all going to be champagne toasts. You're building a meditation garden, really. Right here outside of my building, actually, with the water features, that is a type of Japanese Zen garden. Unfortunately, a lot of homeless people sleep there. With a fountain and a creek. Wow. Okay. 3 acres, guys. Wow. It's a lot of alligator farming there, right? Let's check the battery, make sure everything's good. And I'm back. So it'll come back real soon. Don't worry. It'll come back. There it is. It just came back. I just checked the battery, so that's me checking in on the battery power. You were hedging vines and got a nice gash. Yeah, be careful, guys. Wear those gloves. Sometimes the gloves are a bad thing because the gloves can get tangled up in a mechanical part and take your hand with it. So you got to be conscious of that too. But I know, Aggie, you got a lot of energy. You're one of those people. So you got to keep doing something. I can tell. Elise is another one like that. It's the ADHD, hyperactivity disorder. All right, as long as it helps. All right. A lot of beautiful girls around here during the boat show, I'll tell you that much. High energy? Yeah, I know. I know. Your facial expressions are down perfect. Perfect. And you know, if you turn down that TV, so right now you're watching Elisa, if you turn down your TV volume all the way down and there's nothing that you can hear, if you just watch the facial expressions of her and count them, you will see that there are thousands of facial expressions there. That's what's funny. That is what's funny. It's not who's next to her. It's that. Yes, at Boat Show, there's some private parties that go into 8, 9, 10 o'clock. But the boat show closes every night at 7 p.m. Then after that, they have a lot of functions that are outside here that are more private functions. There are a couple of bars here on Clematis Street. One is called 303 Capone, or 330 Capone. And that one is a speakeasy. So that one's probably going to have some functions tonight, as well as on the island. You're going to have Cucina. You're going to have Le Vin, right? Yeah. Le Bar du Vin, I think is the name of it. And people are going to hang out there too. They're just going to naturally go into Palm Beach. Am I going tonight? I don't know. It depends on how I feel. I already did my workout preparation for this stream. I always do a little bit of homework so that I can share some information with you guys. I don't want to go in completely dead with no information whatsoever. So sometimes I'm going to share information with you about the day's events, news, things that might be interesting to talk about, topical about right now. And I wanted to prepare for the boat show. So I thought it would be a great day to do that. So we got a piece of it, and hopefully on the replay, it'll be a lot smoother. So that's what I'm hoping for. And if it isn't, so what? It'll be one small piece of the journey that takes me to a higher place. And I'm doing it all alone. So what that actually means is that it's twice as hard. I don't have a person to bounce off of when I have ideas. I have to just look in the mirror, yell at myself, cry a little, and go back to the drawing board and reinvent better ways to do stuff. But you know what comes with that? Experience. Experience that you can't deny. So I'm all for that stuff. I love learning. Hopefully one day soon, if we can have a steady flow of maybe 50 chatters, like organic chatters, not bullshit, right? Organic chatters steadily. I think I'm going to need 1,000 subscribers for that. And it's just a math equation, guys. It's just you have 1,000 subscribers. 1/20th of them will most likely join, especially during these afternoon streams that are the most difficult. People are working during the afternoon. So especially during these afternoon streams, people don't realize that I'm doing this. I'm lighting it up as people are still working, running around during the day doing chores. And it's a lot easier late at night. So at night, I'm going to have double as many people. But I have to have something for them to watch as well. Thank you. I'm doing great. Don't stop ever. You know what? There's no reason to stop because I'm a pretty talkative guy, and I love meeting people. I love talking with people. You might have heard some of the banter that I go through. Like when I go to crowded areas, I tend to thrive there in crowded areas. And even when there isn't a crowded area, sometimes I start the conversation. Is it difficult? I can see how it would be impossible for some people. Put it that way. Is it easier for me? Even let's say even without the experience I have with Elisa, is it impossible for me? No, it's not impossible for me. Even with Elisa's experience that I've gained, naturally, you have to be able to communicate with people. You have to have those social skills. I'm here talking to a camera by myself, and I feel perfectly comfortable doing that. I'm talking to a picture of me, and I know there are people listening, but just like Joni says, don't get it twisted. There are people who are very introverted and they just can't do this. You couldn't pay them $10 million to do this. Elisa is very lucky to have Leaf. So Leaf's role is a very interesting, complex role because according to Elisa, he's a very good donator and a very nice person. But I'll be damned if any nice person just keeps on doing the stuff Leaf does without any kind of credit or compensation for it. So there are things that Leaf does that are worthy of compensation, 100%. Just being on every stream and donating at the exact right time when he needs to in order to get things going, just that alone is producing a show, part of the show. So Leaf is a very integral part of her show, and she has a lot of help that way. You see me today, I tried to play a few songs, right? Which I could do all day long. I can play these songs all day long. It's part of the programming. It's in there. These are songs that I choose just to get things going. So in the future, those are some ideas that I can throw around. We can play music to start the show to get things going. But I don't have that back office working for me, with me at all times, checking everything at all times, checking places that I'm going, giving me driving directions. I don't need driving directions, guys, but giving me driving directions. I just have to think creatively about the things that I'm going to enjoy that I can do for several hours at a time. Like tomorrow, if I decide to go to Disney World, I can do that. But I have to think about, is there going to be a good Wi-Fi signal and will it be interesting to people? She said he stalked her for 10 years before. Guys, if somebody's stalking you, are you going to really have them as a friend later? Nothing is impossible, that's true. So there's two components. There's what you want to do and what's capable of being done when you're streaming. In the future, those two things will be one. There'll be one thing. There'll be, I want to do this today, and everybody's going to join me doing it. Right now, you have to be conscious of, is it possible to do? And who's going to help you do it? And if you're alone, how are you going to get it done alone? And I can't rely on anybody, so I have to think extra hard on how is it possible to do this thing alone. That's the challenge, but that's the challenge I enjoy. I enjoy overcoming those types of challenges. You saw the difficulty I had with all of the programming in the beginning. That wasn't the challenge, guys. The challenge is, to a certain extent, Wi-Fi and the signal, but once you get that out of the way, the challenge is doing something that you love to do that other people will come along with you for and enjoy themselves too, if that makes sense. Maybe we can grab my my waitress again. We'll get that second drink. Now you got a lot of salesmen here too, so they're listening in on me. They don't realize that I'm one of the best salesmen there are. So they would probably say, hey, can I grab you? Can you sell this boat for me? Because I can easily do that. I'm not bragging, but I can see some of those people out there. They're just sitting there next to the boat. I asked the girl, I'm like, what about this boat? Can you tell me a little bit about this boat? She couldn't say anything about the boat. Guys, do your homework at least. You know, you get somebody who's going to ask you a question. At least know where to refer them. Tell them, you know, this is the best employer I've ever had in my life. This is the best place I want to be. You know, say something. But no, salesmen are tough to find. It's also a digital diary for you, huh? Yeah, some people are very lame, guys. And now with this new generation of kids that have no social skills, that stay home all day and they're not getting the fights out in schoolyards and they don't know how to talk their way out of a problem, it's a big, big issue. And they can't act. Let me see if I can grab her somewhere here. Excuse me, pardon me. Sorry. Can I please have my waitress? I just want to order one more toasted whiskey sour.
Absolutely.
Pecan whiskey sour. Now, the boat show is beautiful. It's nice. Saturday, it's going to be absolute insanity. But what good is it if we don't have a signal? Even in my own apartment, the Wi-Fi was disrupted. The freaking Wi-Fi. Think about it. The freaking Wi-Fi, which is a closed, secure channel, was being disrupted by the boat show. And the only time, even cable shows that I watch at night, they conk out. And then Sunday evening, when the big boats start to leave, that's when I can watch TV again. Yeah, good to know for next year, right? Not to do it at all. But there's plenty of events going on around the boat, around the boat show. That's funny because I half burped, and yesterday Elisa said that somebody's willing to pay her to burp. Isn't that crazy? That someone would text her to say, I'll pay you to burp on screen? You can't make this shit up, guys. I agree. Now, if you tell me that in the middle of the desert is an awesome Wi-Fi signal, I'll get a damn camel and I'll go in the middle of the desert. But if there's no Wi-Fi signal, then I'm just doing it solely for myself, for my personal health and my own well-being. But I've been to a lot of places in the world. I've been to the desert. So I really want to show other people what I've seen now. So it's kind of a repeat, a redo for me. But just like you said, it's a digital record, a digital record of your life that, hey, even if you forget down the line, you can always go back and relive your life. So this is a pretty cool way to do it. And I've really enjoyed my anonymity for the last close to half a century, right? So now I'm opening up and I'm showing you guys what I've learned. And at the same time, I'm creating that digital log of my life too, at least the second half of my life. So that's pretty cool. Well, you guys take it to an extreme. I mean, you guys have all these costumes. You have all these wigs. I couldn't believe you had the Tammy wig. Crazy. Let's see, is this thing? That's gonna hear me. All right, and we're back after these short commercial breaks. Why mess with something that's already working, huh? So we're talking into the middle of April and beyond. It's always very fun. It's at the South Florida Fairgrounds, like I do. It's a great place to go. Damn it, in terms of cellular signal. Huh? Toasted pecan whiskey, and then stream, and then leave.